I finally focused the camera. Only took 20 minutes.
Hey, what's up guys? And yes, I'm using the same intro because no one else
sent me anything different in the comment section.
One comment, guys. One comment in the last video. Today's gonna be a Taco Bell story. So you guys don't know, but I worked at Taco Bell for like a year and a half, I think. I think that's a long time. I don't really know how long people usually stay at part-time jobs, but I only stayed for like a year and a half. So at this time we were hiring a lot of new people, and one of the new people we hired, well, let's just call her Trista. Let's call her Trista. We hired Trista, and usually I'm working in the drive-thru window, but at this time they take me at the drive-thru window and they put me in the back to wash dishes, which I have no problem washing dishes because it's one of my favorite things to do. For one, you don't have to talk to people. For two, no, actually it was just number one. You don't have to talk to people. That's why I like it so much. You can't be like, my order's wrong, and then cuss me out. That's for another story, by the way. They moved me to the back to do dishes, and I was washing the dishes. And at Taco Bell, we have the sanitizing sink, the rinse sink, and then we have the wash sink. So you're supposed to rinse the dishes off, then wash them, then sanitize them. So I was washing the dishes at the moment, and I was putting them in the sanitizing sink so they could sit there for a couple minutes. So then Trista comes back there and she's about to help me wash the dishes, and I was like, oh, okay, she's gonna help me wash dishes. And she kind of is a person, I guess she kind of, just think of her like one of those really mean, sassy, preppy girls that you see in like movies, because that's kind of what she reminded me of. Just think of that. That's kind of how the mean she was. But at the same time, she was also a really nice person, so I was really confused most of the time. So since I knew I didn't like her, I tried my best not to hold conversations with her. I mean, at Taco Bell, we weren't supposed to have conversations about our personal life anyways, because all we were supposed to be talking about was tacos and burritos. Unlikely, but whatever. So she comes back there and helps me wash dishes. So instead of me washing dishes, I was sanitizing instead, which, by the way, sanitizing is a lot easier. You just put it in the water and then take it out. So she was washing the dishes, and we have like a lot of pans that come with beans, beef, cheese, rice, pico de gallo, guacamole. So pretty much there's a lot of stuff in these pans, and they don't rinse them out before. So she had a cheese pan, and our cheese pans are like this big, I think, around this size, and like this deep, that usually come with cheese in it. And usually when we get them, they have like rings of cheese. So like, just imagine you're taking a bath, or when you used to take baths, the ring of dirt would be around the tub. It's kind of like that with the cheese. It's just a ring of cheese around the, what did I say, pan? So she washes it off, puts it in the sanitizing sink, and then I look at it, and I'm just like, this is not clean, what are you doing? And I tell her, I was like, I didn't really say, hey, this is not clean, what are you doing? In my head, I was thinking, hey, this isn't clean, what are you doing? I take it out the sanitizing sink, and then I put it in the wash sink. She's like, why did you put it back in here? I said, there's still cheese on it. And she said, okay. Then she starts washing it again, and then she puts it in the sanitizing sink again, and it's not clean, okay? And then I take it out and I put it back in the wash sink, and she's just like, why do you keep putting the pan back in the sink? I said, it's not clean. She's like, I just washed it twice, it's clean. And I said, there's still cheese all around it. I don't remember if I thought this in my head or I told her. I don't know. Either I thought this in my head or I said it out loud. I was just like, the goal of washing dishes is to make sure they're clean. This isn't clean, there's still cheese on it. And then she got mad, and then she kind of huffed off, and I was just like, well, that works for me. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go back to the register. And I was just like, okay, works for me. Then the dishes will be clean. And that's another statement I'm not really sure if I thought it or I said it, but either way, I was kind of happy because the dishes would actually be clean, because if they're not clean, one of those managers would have came to like, who washed the dishes today? And then it would be me, and then they would be dirty, and then would just be upset about dirty dishes. So that's about it for this video. There will be more Taco Bell stories to come, so make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, give me a new intro, tell your friends about me, post it on other social medias, do what you want with it. Actually, don't do that. Oops, I did it again. I didn't focus the camera.